Back to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, and today we'll do a comparison between Chainlink versus Quant. We will explain to you the unique positive sides of each project and why we believe that both Chainlink and Quant will have its own place in the interoperability space. And we will also look at minimal bull run price prediction targets for both Chainlink and for Quant. So without further ado, let's look at the charts. All right, so we got a comment request from a video we made on Link to make a comparison between Chainlink and Quant. And if you want to see an analysis on your own favorite coin, comparisons, price predictions, and much more, just leave a comment and we will look into it. So, after delving into some of research on the unique strengths of both Chainlink and Quant, we have compiled a short table of both projects and its unique strengths as you can see right here. So, let's go in depth and compare these projects. Okay, so let's begin with Quant then. The first key part here is that Quant enables interoperability between blockchains, which is great as only a handful of crypto projects aim to do so, like Chainlink, Quant itself, and Cosmos. And that Quant is enabling usage of key properties of different blockchains, which is important in order to get different blockchains to communicate with each other, and it's highly needed as we get closer to mainstream adoption and tokenized markets in the near future. And with the Quant CEO himself, he is hyper connected in security and major industries like HSBC, BP Oil, PwC, Ernst and Young, and much, much more, which is great to see. And the Quant uses Solana's transaction speed, which is great as it's one of the fastest blockchains around at circa 2,000 to 3,000 transactions per second, which makes it pretty fast. Okay, and Quant also has really great tokenomics with 83% of their tokens in circulating supply, compared to Chainlink that has around 49% in circulating supply, and that is very bullish for price. And Quant also enables transfers of dollars to Treasury, where the Treasury buys Quant at market price. And finally, when the contract runs out, the Treasury sells for market price, which is great. Alright, so now let's look at Chainlink and its key aspects. The Chainlink networks acts like a bridge for maximum security so that nothing can be tampered with where there is no risk for personal information being breached, and that there is no risk for the smart contracts being tampered with as well. Then we have interoperability via CCIP, or the cross-chain interoperability protocol, which is still being tested as of today, where the Chainlink team has the ambitious goal to make Chainlink mainstream and the industry standard middleware for blockchains overall, where the Chainlink team also aims to become the Web3 standard. Then we have Eric Schmidt and Swift. I mean, need I say more? We have the man himself, Eric Schmidt, who made Google dominate the internet, and thanks to him made Web2 what it is today. So his advice and leadership for the Chainlink team will be very much appreciated and needed to make Chainlink dominate in the future. And then we have the recent Swift news at SmartCon, where basically Swift announced that they will test Chainlink's CCIP protocol as a proof of concept, where basically over 11,000 banks that use Swift today will will in the future use Chainlink's systems. And also, Chainlink is open source, which is great as it incentivizes development for the Chainlink network to improve it. And then also, Chainlink simply processes data, as the CEO of Chainlink, Sergey Nazarov, stated himself that they are not creating their own blockchain. Chainlink is simply building the infrastructure so that it can process real world data and communicate with other blockchains in its ecosystem. And also, the Chainlink network is highly accurate and super fast as well. And lastly, the CCIP enables cheap interactions the bigger the network becomes, whereas Eric Schmidt stated on SmartCon that the network incentive, with the link token itself being the reward, is a revolutionary economic model that incentivizes and values the link token and will grow with network use. Now, after our in depth analysis, we personally came to the conclusion that both of these projects will have their own niches in the interoperability space. But if we had to pick a favorite from these two, we believe that years from now, Chainlink will be the industry standard behemoth for smart contracts that will be running in the background for everything that we do, from payments to the internet. Especially the internet, as it aims to become the global leading Web3 middleware tech. But don't get me wrong, Quant will have its own niche as well in the interoperability space too. And with the tokenomics especially, Quant has the potential to reach really, really high prices in the next bull run. And remember that we are all in this together and not to be part of the crypto tribalism that we see everywhere today, unfortunately. We're all going to make it if we learn from each other and are curious to learn from other projects as well. Okay, so what are the minimal top targets for the next bull run for both Chainlink and Quant? Well, during each bull run cycle, most altcoins tend to at least reach its 4.236 Fib extension target from the previous all-time high. So remember that it's only a minimal target, and some coins like Chainlink in the previous bull run far exceeded its minimal targets as well for Quant. So if we draw Fib levels from the all-time high down to our recent lows, and remember that the lows will change with time and will probably go in lower for now, so these targets are subject to change. Now we look for a 4.236 extension target. Okay, which we see right here is roughly $207, which we believe is a really low estimate target, as we believe it can far exceed that target. And now let's look at Quant, where we do the same thing right here. Measure from the all-time high to the lowest point so far. Zoom out, and we can see that its minimal target is roughly 1,691 US dollars. And to be honest, with the amazing tokenomics of Quant and its use cases, it's a really low estimate target, as we believe that it will far exceed that in the future. So in conclusion, the key takeaways from this video are the following. Both projects are amazing in their own way and will thrive in their own niches for interoperability. But Chainlink, however, will be a behemoth and dominate when it comes to smart contracts, tokenized markets, and Web3, as it can process real world data and bridges the gap between the real world and blockchain. And finally, that both Link and Quant, regardless, will most likely see beautiful gains in the next bull run. That's all for me. Thank you so much for your time. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, or a dislike if you didn't. Please stay strong and stay safe in this rough macroeconomic period we're in right now. And remember that none of this is financial advice, it's only for educational and entertainment purposes only. Have a wonderful day. Big Boss out.